What happened to all the original UK punk fanzines? Imagine a scene where small groups of fans are photocopying pages in their bedrooms, cutting out letters with scissors, and stapling together tiny magazines. That's how the UK punk scene really started. In the mid-1970s, punk was exploding across Britain, and these fanzines became the voice of the movement. The first and most influential was Sniffin' Glue, created by Mark Perry in 1976. It was a simple, photocopied paper filled with raw energy and honest opinions. These fanzines were made on a shoestring budget, often with just a typewriter or handwritten notes, and they used cut-and-paste graphics to give them a rebellious look. They circulated hand-to-hand, passed from one punk fan to another, and became a vital way to share news, gigs, fashion ideas, and attitudes. Most of these fanzines only lasted a few issues because they were made by young people with limited resources. They were meant to be temporary, quick responses to a scene that was changing fast. The DIY approach meant they could be produced cheaply and quickly, but that also meant many of them disappeared just as fast as they appeared. Despite their short lives, they left a big mark. They helped build tight-knit communities and documented the early days of punk from the inside, giving a voice to fans and bands alike. As punk grew and gained mainstream attention, many original fanzines faded away. Some of the publishers moved on to more polished magazines or even became part of the commercial side of music. The rise of mainstream media coverage meant that grassroots fanzines weren't as needed anymore. Later on, with the advent of digital media and the internet, physical fanzines became less common. Online blogs, websites, and social media took over as the main way to share punk news and ideas. Even though most of the original fanzines are no longer around, their influence is still felt today. They are now seen as important pieces of punk history, capturing the raw energy and spirit of the early scene. Some have been archived or reprinted, and their DIY attitude continues to inspire new generations of punk fans and independent publishers. So, in a way, these tiny, short-lived magazines helped shape the punk movement and still inspire its culture today.